See how easy it is and how things do not stick in a stainless steel pan if we cook it the right way. Hi, I'm Simon Gault and I am going to teach you this one, how to pan fry how to fry in a stainless steel pan. Now, some of you might have a non-stick pan. I have a non-stick pan which I use for pancakes, but I want to show you how easy it is to fry in a pan. Now, you need to read the instructions if you're buying a new pan, right? You need to do that. So this one.
Do you need to read the instructions because it's your pan?
I do read the instructions for the first time, yeah, just to. I know, but it just reminds me, right? So I can just cut this off here. And the first thing that we need to do with this pan is give it a clean, right, before we use it. So we'll do that really quickly.
Because lots of people have been touching it and maybe even inside.
That's
you don't
right.
want to be eating people's
So there's
fingers.
a place for a non-stick pan, but I pretty much use my stainless steel pan all the time. Occasionally use a non-stick pan. And a lot of people don't like non-stick pans because of the Teflon in there. So just a little bit of detergent in here and some warm water and give it a quick clean on the outside and inside.
And the bottom?
And the bottom, yeah. Give it a rinse out. There we go. Now I am going to do a dusting on the fish, which is super easy to do and it's going to add that X factor. And Hazel has made a sauce to go with it. You can check that video out. Go on then. So Hazel's getting her sauce, but I am going to show you the fish fillet. So I've made sure that I've got all the scales off. And obviously this bit here is a little bit thinner and this piece is almost falling off. So I'm going to cut it right about here. Right there, I'll put it out. So there we've got one nice fillet. So I'll put that there, and then I've got some scraggly bits, so I'll put those there, and I just got 2 fillets. So again, I'll cut it about there. There we go, there's another nice big fish fillet, and there is the other piece. Okay, so this is a sauce, so you tell them quickly about your sauce.
So this is my sauce. That a little while ago I thought, well, I just want to make something, and I just made it, and then that night we tried it with some fish, and it was really yum with fish. So we decided that we'd have fish, and I made my sauce for it. And if you want to learn how to make this sauce, just go on to Hazel's Super Duper Fish Sauce.
Yeah, it's really delicious.
But it's not made out of fish.
And this is Hazel's recipe that she came up with herself in her head and made it all by herself, and she's done a video. So you can check it out. Here it is up here somewhere. You can go to the link. I've got some Moroccan seasoning. You could use some Indian seasoning. Of course, I'm using mine, and I use them because they're just genius for all sorts of things, on chicken and casseroles, but I'm using it on fish. So I've got some flour in there, just some plain flour, and you can put as much or as little as you like in there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here, just a little bit. There we go.
Salt.
Yeah, so we'll put that in, a little bit of cracked pepper. And now I'm just going to take an orange, and I'm going to put a little bit of orange zest in here. So we're going to end up with...
But if you don't like orange like me, it's okay, because you don't actually taste orange zest too much.
Yeah, it just gives it a lovely flavour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this is going to be the crust for our fish fillets. So there we go, we've got that mixed up, so we just get our fingers in here, which are clean, mix it all around, and there's our dusting flour. Give it a little shake so that it covers the bottom of your tray. And then we're going to literally, now this is the side we're going to put down first into the pan, and that's the second side, because this is our presentation side. So when we cook it, we'll always lay that down first. So I am going to put the presentation side up there. There we go. Now this flour you'll need to throw away if you don't use it all, because it will be contaminated with the fish. There we go. On there.
It looks so yum.
Yeah, we haven't cooked it yet, right? These are scraggly bits. So I'm actually going to cut this into 2 pieces. Now I've got some cold butter pieces ready that are the equivalent of about a tablespoon. I've got some extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, he's got some extra virgin olive oil.
There we go. There is our fish all ready. We'll ditch that. That can go out. Right, let's head over to the pan and see how easy it is and how things do not stick in a stainless steel pan if we cook it the right way. Let's go. Okay, miss, I've got the pan on and it's heating up. Now, we don't want to get a stainless steel pan over 260 degrees C, and the best way is to put your hand over the top to feel the heat, but you don't touch the pan. That's it, and you can feel it starting to heat up.
I can feel the heat coming through and up.
Yeah, and we don't want the pan super hot. And some oils you don't want them to smoke because they turn into a carcinogenic oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. You could use something like cocoa, which you can heat up a little bit higher. This is delicious, but today I'm using a combination of olive oil and butter. Don't have to use the butter. So we're going to get that starting to heat up nicely, and we'll get some olive oil in here.
And see how good Dad puts olive oil in it, so it goes like a little scribble, but when you actually see it in the pan, it looks really cool.
Move it about a little bit, and we can start to test when our pan is hot. This is about a teaspoon of butter, cold butter that I've sliced, and if I put it in there, you see how it's starting to bubble like that? That's a good sign. And we're going to cook 1 piece of fish to start off with, Hazel. So we're literally going to lay that in there. See how it bubbles? And then we're going to put the presentation side down on top of it. And that flour is going to absorb.
And it'll make it nice and buttery and yum.
That's right. And what we want to resist doing now is trying to move the fish. And you can see
so
how
it doesn't get stuck.
That's right. And see how the butter's gone brown? That's going nutty brown. It's called noisette. And that is going to be flavour. Now I'm going to turn the pan down just a whisker. We don't want black fish, right? We're not doing a blackened fish here. And what we want to do is just leave it and watch the side of the fish as it cooks up the side. But most people tend to start prodding it, moving it about. I've got a fish slice ready to turn the fish, and we're going to leave it, and we'll see it starting to cook up the side, and I'll put it in the middle of the pan. So when I put the fish slice under, I will move the fish slice to the side like this, and then I will just literally turn it, and it will end up back in the middle of the pan as well. And once you get better at this, guys, you can do more than 1 piece of fish in here. And another tip is getting your fish out about an hour before you're going to cook it, so we don't put icy cold fish in there to cook.
With the icy cold.
So we've got, whilst this is cooking, we'll show them, we've got your fish sauce that you've made here, and we've got a video for that. We've got some herbs for garnishing. I've got a little bit of tomato. You can see how it's almost cooked halfway up the side of the fish. You can see? So you see how it's just coming off easily, right?
Yeah.
Nothing stuck to the bottom of the pan. And we could be a little cheeky and add some extra flavour here. I've lifted it up, I've moved it over to the right side of the pan, and now just put that down like that. And see how we've got this lovely crust. It's going to be just a little crunchy on the outside. Now the other side is going to absorb all that lovely butter flavour as it cooks. Now, we'll only need about 1 minute maximum on this side, otherwise we'll end up with an overcooked piece of fish. And you can see how we've got the pretty side of the fish up, not the skin side, we've got the flesh side of the fish. That's our presentation side. Now, if we really want to be good, we could get a piece of some paper towel here and just have that folded, just like that, ready to absorb any excess once it's cooked. Here we go, that is going to be perfect. You can see how it's completely cooked up both sides. So now it's just a case of, you know, it's in one slide. And see, it hasn't stuck to the pan at all because we've controlled the temperature. So we'll move that pan out of the way. Now we could just come along here and just let it sit on the paper towel for a second. It absorbs any excess moisture, and then we'll just pop that on the plate like that. And then we could come along here and take some of your sauce and do a quenelle. So there we go.
Oh, can I do a quenelle on the next one?
You sure can. Right, let's take a little bit of tomato maybe. Just nestle that in there. A little bit of chopped parsley. And I would put a wedge of lemon on here normally, but I don't have any lemon today, Hazel, so that's kind of out of the question. And there we go. A little drizzle of olive oil over the fish, just a little bit. If you had a lemon olive oil, it'd be wonderful, and a wedge of lemon. And I think that looks pretty jolly delicious. Right, now, to carry on cooking, because we're only cooking one at a time at the moment, we could come along with our pan, get the heat back on, and look how the butter has started to go a little bit over there, right? So what I would come along is with this paper towel, and carefully, and this is maybe something for the adults to do, you could just get rid of most of it, let it soak up there, and give the pan a clean, or you could just rinse it under some warm water and give it a dry out.
And Dad's mostly made the pan completely clean.
Pretty much, right? So that's ready to go. Let's get a little bit more of the olive oil, and you can do that, Hazel.
Oh yes, I like doing olive oil.
Okay. Perfect, and you can see how it's starting to shimmer. They call that shimmering with the oil. So a little shuffle like that. Let's get your fish ready.
Can I try
Yes, you're going to put it down. So let's put the butter in. Yes, it's melting. There we go. No, the other one. Oh, no. So we really wanted that side down first, but that's okay.
Is that
Doesn't
all
matter.
right?
What's that?
Is that all right?
Yeah. But see, that's the presentation side. So if we cook that side first, it just looks a little bit nicer. That's all. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So we could cook more pieces in here at once, but first time for you. So now you're going to, what are we going to do here, Hazel?
We're going to watch till it's cooked halfway.
Up the sides, yeah. And now I've turned the heat down a little bit. So it was medium to high to start off with. Now I've turned it down just a whisker.
Is that okay that there's olive oil on here?
That's okay.
It's already, the olive oil's already starting to get brown.
It is. Imagine that with some lovely beans on here, or some broccoli, some carrots. If you click the link up above, I'll give you a delicious bean recipes with almonds.
And you can also see how to make the sauce that's next to it.
Sure can. Alright, so we'll just pop that one over there. If I was cooking all the fish individually, I'd probably keep all the fish on one plate and just loosely cover it with some tin foil. So how are we going there? A little bit longer, right?
Isn't that side like almost halfway cooked?
Yeah, I think you could turn it. Right, I'll hold the pan and you have a go. Here we go, everybody. Let's see how easy it is. That's it. Keep going, keep going. Hang on. That's it.
Super hard. Well, not super hard, but
Well, just get in under it. Go. Oops. Okay. Right. I'll tell you what, I hope down. So, under you go. That's it. Now take it over here. And then I'll pop the butter down. Okay, and away you go. Perfect. There you go. Look at that. Looks great. Nice job. And see, it's not sticking. If you put something into a pan and you start trying to move it straight away, you need to wait, let it start to cook, and then it will repel itself off the bottom of the pan. And you don't want your pan scorching hot. Remember, with my stainless steel pan, 260 degrees doesn't take long to get to if you walk away and leave it on a high heat. That's why I'm suggesting a medium-high heat to start off with, and then going down to a medium heat like this. I reckon we're done. There you go.
What am I going to do?
What are you going to do? You're going to get it out. So let's turn the heat off.
How?
The heat's off. So under here. So go under. That's it. I'll put the fingers on it just like that. Now carefully take it over. And where do you want it on there?
Here.
Okay. There you go. And I'll just
I think I've done a connect before.
There you go. And I'll slice a piece of tomato here.
Alright.
You can do it. Okay.
That's good enough.
There you go. Alright. And let's have a little taste. Let's have a look and see. Look how beautiful and moist it is. And pull it apart. Just moist, perfectly cooked. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care.